All right, we have Joe here. Joe, thanks for taking the time to go ahead and talk with me. Joe, can you tell us a little bit about your gym and where you're located to start off?
Sure. My gym is located in Hermitage, Pennsylvania. It's about an hour north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The name of the gym is PrEP, Training and Fitness Systems. It's an acronym, stands for Physical Readiness and Enhanced Performance. That's something that we kind of have put a focus on here, is kind of physically preparing you and physically making you ready for anything, day-to-day life, field of competition if you play some type of sport, or like I said, just to kind of stay healthy and just to get in shape. It's a very result and goal-oriented place. It's not like most of the other gyms around here, at least, where it's kind of more of like a social atmosphere, where everybody's just kind of there just to work out.
I like that a lot. In talking about results, we'll talk about your results in the system, the Maverick system in a second, but going into where you were before we started working together, what were some of the unique challenges that you had in growing your facility?
I would definitely say the first thing that sticks out in my mind is spreading awareness of the gym, of the brand. Up until I had started the program, and even to today, I've had people walk in the door just off the street that said, I had no idea you guys were here. And I've been open. Today is July 24th. On August 1st, I've been open for business for 1 year. And so almost to the year, and I still have people walking in off the street telling me that they didn't know I was here. So definitely growing my gym memberships was a challenge, and spreading awareness to the brand was a challenge. Other than that, I can't say that there was anything, I guess, too much of a challenge that sticks out of my mind anyway. Those were definitely the two big ones.
Okay. And so awareness is something that a lot of new businesses struggle to get. What were some of the things that you tried in marketing before we started working together?
I definitely had used some targeted Facebook marketing before, ClickFunnels and landing pages. Definitely gave that a try. I had done paper advertising in a local newspaper. I had done flyers. I did mailings. I did mailers. I did inserts. That was about all the, I guess, paper media advertising that we did. And Facebook definitely was a big one.
Okay. And what would you say to the person who may be doing some of those things now that didn't work for you? So like old ways of Facebook advertising, using the newspaper. And how would you kind of draw the comparison to the system that you just used? What would you say are the biggest differences?
Sure. Well, I definitely would say that you can't even compare the results that I get from Facebook advertising with the results that I get from the mailers and the inserts and the paper and the newspaper advertising. It's not even close. Then the difference between what I was previously doing with the Facebook advertising with what I'm doing now, I would say that the biggest difference is that the Maverick system had definitely created a much greater number of leads in a much shorter period of time than the old system I was using. And not only did it generate more leads in a shorter period of time, but I definitely made more sales. My conversion rate was much higher, not just in that period of time, but period. So that would be the two biggest differences I saw in this system. Unlike the, I guess, the application side of it, the dashboard was definitely unique, and it was definitely extremely helpful. It was super awesome having everything right there in front of me in one place where I didn't have to click back and forth between 4 or 5 different tabs in my browser. That made my job incredibly easy. I would not have been able to do it without having everything right there in front of me like that. And it was also so easy to use that when I was able to hire somebody to help me, that I was able to show them what they needed to do, and they were able to pick it up pretty easily, at least enough to get by until you guys could talk to her and kind of coach her through it and kind of show her what she needed to do, the things that I missed.
Yeah.
Having that sales system in place, that sales process in place, it worked, and it worked well. The old system I used didn't really have a sales process like that in place. And there was a huge difference as far as how effective that was for me. I would say the biggest thing though, I guess, was being able to be fluid in the conversation I was having with people. You guys really helped me out in the first parts of it. I had some objections arise that I was having trouble dealing with, and you guys were able to kind of get me squared away and at least give me the answers I needed to give to these people to overcome their objections. And it worked almost every time. There were some people, when we talked about it, that they were just going to say no matter what. And that's just who I'm chalking that up to. Definitely the presentation helped too. Being able to sit down and show them kind of how the app worked and the Facebook group worked, and how the exercise portion was going to go. And being able for them to have that visual tool there definitely, I think, was really beneficial in sealing the deal, if you will. If not, I guess, changing their mind, even if they didn't like what they were hearing to begin with. I know personally I use a lot of free weight exercises in the workout program I use. And some of them were kind of resistant to that at first, almost to the point where they weren't really interested. But then when they were able to see the results that people had gotten in the presentation, and I was able to explain how easy it was to use the Better Human app to them, I think that definitely made them much more receptive of doing the exercises even, and also participating in the challenge.
That's great. And then can you talk about some of the numbers that you were able to hit?
Sure. I believe it's 34 sales in 6 weeks. Then I actually have signed up 3 more people since then. My assistant went on vacation, so she's gone this week. But I've got to get those entered into the dashboard here, I guess. So I guess I'm up to 37 in 6 weeks. And that was, I think I can't remember right off the top of my head how many leads I had, or how many appointments I had booked. Sorry. I believe it was 129. And then, yes, so I think my conversion rate, I believe, I think it was 68% or 63%. It was right in there.
Of the people who actually showed up, you were closing into the membership.
Correct.
So
sure.
For you, Joe, how do you feel about the trajectory that your business is now on after working together for 6 weeks compared to how you felt before?
I mean, I was pretty excited in the first to begin with. I definitely was looking forward to it. It sounded really good. I want to say it almost sounded too good to be true, but I definitely had confidence in what we were doing. And you guys, I mean, you delivered exactly what you said. So I'm definitely happy with that. And I would definitely like to continue working together in the future. You guys definitely got me sold on that end of it. The Maverick system changed my life by not only teaching me how to grow my gym business, but also how to kind of interact with people just in day-to-day life and kind of understand what they're kind of getting themselves into, and to kind of even encourage them to do something and to make a change in their life as well. It definitely kind of motivated me to motivate other people to make a change in their life.
Great. Well, Joe, I don't want to take up too much of your time. This was amazing, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to connect with me. And I'm really excited about the results that you're not only getting in the system, but you're able to give to your clients. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Cheers.